Hopefully this is not upside down again. Let's see what we've got. Yay, it's right side up. Hopefully this is not upside down again. Let's see what we've got. Good morning, Petra. Good morning, Jessie and Jeannie. So, as the description says, today is a wall practice. That's why we're back to the wall, but that's also why there's like no adornments on the wall, because we're going to be using the wall. It's our best prop other than our own body. Prop is very good for supporting and all of those things. So what will we need for today's practice while we're waiting on everybody to sign in? Oh my goodness, look at all those notes. Yay, Jeannie, you're alive. Petra, same room, different corner. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking, Jessie. You can use the bed as your wall. You guys are so funny. So what we'll probably need, if you have it available to you, is a block, because we will do half moon. Today's whole practice is how you can do a practice and use the wall. So everything is on the wall today. And we'll see how that goes for all of us. We have a big page of notes. That means we're going to do half handstands and headstands and all of those things too, maybe. We're just going to see of all the things that we can use. There's tons of things, but we're going to use the wall today. Good morning, Marissa. So sorry for the little bit of a mess, because I had to change a corner. I had to make sure that I had a clean wall for us to practice on today. All right, everybody signing in. Let me know how your body's doing. Grab some coffee, check in, good morning, Leroy. If you guys need to grab a block maybe, or even a book, something that can hold some weight, you can do that. Get your mat out, maybe move some things away from the wall so you have access to it. And if you don't have access to a wall, you can use the back of a door. So when I travel and I want to do this practice, I'll use the back of the hotel door. So you just lock the door, obviously, so nobody's coming in and out, because you only need that much space. And typically, you don't have anything hanging on your door, or there's nothing in front of your door because you come in and out of it. So it's not like you have to take pictures off the wall or move furniture. So that's a good option for you. Just let somebody know if you're sharing the house with somebody that you're going to be doing yoga in front of the door, or lock it. Good morning, Mom. Ha ha. Petra, Joshua would make a good wall. Good morning, Debbie. Nice to see you here. Nice, everybody's signing in, checking in with their bodies. Again, we're going to do a wall practice, so you need some space. A block is handy for half moon. Again, you don't need it. It's just I want you to have all the things that you feel that you might need for today's practice. Again, a wall can be just a doorway. We have about 4 more minutes before we sign on. Good morning, Alicia. And I hate to be repetitive, but I'm going to as people come in. The theme of today's practice is a wall practice. So it's everything there's lots of things you can do on the wall. I've put some postures together that we can do here, using that as a practice today. Maybe you've done some of these poses before, maybe you haven't. Just giving you some diversity in your practice, things that you can put in your yoga toolbox to take with you when you're traveling. See how that works for you. You might need a block, or in Alicia's case, a dog. She's got lots of dogs around. My dog's too wiggly. Yay. Kelly. Good morning, everybody. I love this part. This is I love all of it, but this part especially when I get to share with you guys and say hello and drink coffee and check in. Helps me feel connected to you guys. I'm drinking the coffee this morning that I got in the Weekender special from Unfiltered yesterday, this morning. It's very good. Nice full breath here. Settling in. So we're about to get ready to start. So we're going to do things completely different. Just the fact that we're using the wall should be pretty different. So we're going to start today's practice standing. Again, if you want to grab some more props, you can. We have a couple of minutes, 2 minutes. I've asked people and they're like, we don't mind if you start late, but just don't start early because we're still getting up. I'm like, okay. I really do appreciate your support. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for turning people towards YouTube to share with your family and friends. All right. You know what we're going to do is we're just going to do a couple of grounding exercises and some breath exercises. I see that people are still signing in. And I give everybody a chance to meet us here because I'm really excited about this practice. We haven't had a chance to do any wall work other than the half moon during the half moon practice. But this one is going to be legs up the wall and wall angels and all of that. All right, so let's get started. We're going to come to this comfortable seated position. We're just hanging out here, just finding our space, setting our intention for our practice, finding the breath. We let the right ear come to right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. Take a few more breaths here as everybody signs in. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, Christy. We let the chin come forward to the chest, feeling the back of the neck stretch. Again, we're just kind of hanging out here. And slowly we let the head come back up. We have that intention set. We lift the pelvic floor, we pull the navel in, we push the shoulders back, and we have a nice full breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Finding the lung capacity. Maybe you're remembering back to last Sunday when we did 3 different pranayamas. Maybe you put those in here. Helps you just kind of take inventory, body scan of what's going on. Good morning, Valerie. All right, so we're going to open those eyes, lace the fingers together, pressing out and up. Again, we're just moving a little bit while everybody's joining us today. And we're going to turn to the right. Tall spine. Lengthen through the crown of the head. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to allow that left shoulder to drop down. Right hand comes up. Feel that opening through side body. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. And back to the center. Hands come out and up. And we're going to turn to the left. Tall spine here. Nice long bodies. 3, 4, 5. Right shoulder comes down. Left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. And back to the center. We're going to come forward. Nice big stretch. Lengthening through the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we start to come back up. Check in again with your neck. We're going to do one more seated posture before we stand up. Left ear, left shoulder maybe. Just again, checking in with your neck. And back to the center. Let's change those legs. We're going to let that right arm come down. Left arm reaches. Nice long stretch here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand comes up. Bend at the elbow. Nice rotation. Feel the side body start to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind. Lengthen through side body here. And then slowly come back up. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right arm comes up. Bend at the elbow. Twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind. Lengthen. And back up. Hands come behind. Rotate the shoulders back. Lift the chest. And forward folding. Hands come up. Feel the shoulders stretch. Nice. Stretching through the shoulders. Feel your breath. Hands slowly come down as we come up. Back so the hands come together. Roll back body. And gently release. April, good morning. All right, so we're going to try to slowly make our way to our feet. And we're going to try to do that through transitions because we've got lots of fun things to do in the wall. We're going to put the bottoms of the feet flat on the floor. So the feet are a little wide, makes this transition a little easier. We're going to try to use our hands and see if we can push forward and come into a squat. That's going to help open the back, open the feet and ankles. And you might feel like, it's too early yet. Maybe you have to stand up and squat down, and that's okay too. A nice full breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slowly come forward, press into those hands to help you come up. Maybe you walk those feet in. We feel that first forward fold. And that was the theme of yesterday's practice if you joined me. So maybe you're feeling that this morning. 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend those knees slightly. Inhale all the way up. Hands come back down. And release. So what we're going to do, first thing, is we're going to do a pose that's called wall angels. There's nothing heavenly about these, I will say. The reason they're called wall angels is, to me, they look like when you make snow angels, but they're a little different. So first thing we're going to do is we want to step out away from the wall. So I'm about 18 inches or so away from the wall so we can really sink down. And as we sink down, we're lifting pelvic floor, pulling the navel in. As we pull the navel in, the shoulders are flat. We're going to put the elbows out, arms up. Nice. Now, we don't move this portion. All right, we keep this angle that we have right here. And we allow those elbows to lift. So elbows, hands, and lower back don't leave the wall. It's a lot harder than it looks. So we're going to lift, we're going to let the fingers touch, and then come back down. That's one. Up, touch, down, two. Up, touch, down, three. Up, touch, down, four. Up, touch, down, five. Up, touch, down, six. Up, touch, down, seven. Up, touch, down, eight. Up, touch, down, nine. Up, touch, down, 10. Let those arms come all the way down. We're going to straighten those legs. Forward fold. Man, those are rough. Especially if you're trying to keep the elbows flat, the hands flat, the lower back engaged to the wall. Maybe a little shake with the head here. No? Maybe a little shake with the head here. Yes? And we're going to bend with those knees, slowly coming back up. Oh. So we started to open through the chest. We started to open through the back. So we're going to open through the shoulders some. So this posture is called clock. So I'm going to put my right arm on the wall. Now, depending on the rotation that you have in the shoulder, if you only have limited movement in your shoulder, you can step further away from the wall, making the circumference of this circle smaller, making it a little easier for you to practice. Second, you're going to put that arm behind you. So since my right arm is up, my left arm is behind me. And this is to keep you from rolling the shoulder. We have a tendency to roll in like this to make it easier. And this is a reminder to roll that shoulder back. It's what we're looking for, okay? We're going to take the fingers like little spider fingers, and we're going to walk those fingers back to 1 o'clock. Walk those fingers back to 2 o'clock. Nice elongation through that shoulder. We're going to walk those fingers back to 3 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to visually check and make sure that you're parallel to the floor. Then look down at your feet. See if you can just little minutely step in towards the center of the room and try to bring your chin towards your left shoulder. Really opening through the pectoral, finding your breath here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently we begin to bring those feet back. Now, to get the arm off the wall, you step away from the wall, let the arm drop. You're going to feel the blood rush right back into the hand. Wonderful job. That's one side. Let's do the other side. Right hand behind, left arm comes up. Nice full breathing here. Remember to adjust out if you need to. Maybe the shoulder is the one that's a little grumpy. Fingertips. We're going to start walking those fingers back to 11 o'clock. Walk those fingers back to 10 o'clock. Walk those fingers back to 9 o'clock. Looking forward. Let's try that 5 counts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down at the feet. Start walking those feet in. Try to bring the chin towards the shoulder. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Bring those feet back in. Step away from the wall. Arm dangles. Good job. Maybe you're going to put the backs of those hands together. Nice release here. We're going to now do a back bend against the wall, but not what you think. Something very small. We've worked through the chest, through the back, and then even more so we broke down here in the pectorals. And so now we're going to do a small upper thoracic back bend. So let me show you what it looks like from this side. So we're going to be standing in place, and we're going to bend the knees a little bit so we have some support. We're going to tuck that pelvis under, and we're going to try to lift the chest, the heart up towards the ceiling until our head touches the wall. Okay? So that's what we're going to try to do. So you're about 12 inches. If that makes you feel a little scared, then maybe 10 inches. Bend the knees, hips forward, let the chest come up, and let the head rest on the wall. Now your hands can just kind of hang here. You can put them on your belly if you feel like you need to put them somewhere. Opening through the heart. So when you feel like you're hanging on a rope or a swing, and you're lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when we get ready to come up, we want to squeeze here. Don't push with your neck. So squeeze the belly, come up. Look down at the floor and just kind of let the head rest a little bit. Maybe you can lean against the wall, taking a break. Maybe right ear, right shoulder. Maybe left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. So walls are really helpful when we're practicing tree. Now, or any type of balance for that matter. But a lot of times what happens is we're in class and we'll run over, we'll grab the wall, we'll do our posture and leap. So this is typically how I'll see tree work, which is great. And if that's what you want to practice today, fine. But another way to really try to open that tree and flatten out is to put your backside against the wall. So my butt is against the wall, but it's giving me this opportunity to try to open this hip to really flatten out. So this version is a good way to work on alignment, not just balance. The other one you can kind of push off and work on balance. Here, I'm trying to open the hip. So you decide which version you want to do, the first one where you're just working on balance, or here where you want to open the muscles and work on some alignment. We're going to do a 10 count here since we're using the wall. Hands come to the heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put on those branches. Lengthening up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands slowly come down and foot comes down. Walk it out. We're going to take that left foot and place it into the thigh. Hands come to the heart. Starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands slowly come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands slowly come down. And release that out. Walk it out. So much better, right? Let's come into a forward fold. And reset the body. We shake the head no. I'm going to shake the head yes. And inhale all the way back up. Feeling pretty good? Yes, I hope so. So the next thing we're going to try to do is down dog on the wall. I'm going to show you from the side because unfortunately when I do this from this camera angle, all you're going to see is my tuchus, right? So I'm going to put my hands on the wall. I need to step back and I'm going to lengthen out like this on the wall. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to put those hands on the wall. We're going to walk back. We're going to lengthen, nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend those knees slowly, walking back, forward. Sorry about my bottom. We should be feeling pretty good, and you're maybe going, wow, you're right. I can do all of these postures on the wall. I just forget about it. So the next one that we're going to try here is we're going to try to do splits up the wall. So how is that going to work? Well, first, let's just kind of see if we can lean over, because we just tried our down dog on the wall. But now let's see if we can walk out and maybe do down dog on the floor. Okay, so as I'm in this down dog, my booty is facing the wall, nice long spine. I'm going to see if maybe, if my heels are close enough, that I can lift one leg up the wall. And this is just splits up the wall. Working through that hamstring, getting those hamstrings nice and warmed up so that we can practice our half moon here in a little bit. 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that right foot down. We're going to let that left leg come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that foot down. Nicely done. Bend and stretch those knees. See if maybe we can walk those hands back in. Looking at those knees. Feel that back body. Nice work here. Your booty might be touching the wall, so you have to modify. And inhale all the way up. And release. And the body should be feeling pretty good. We did the arm work. Then we started working in the hips with the split. So we're going to switch over and do our half moon. So if you're going to use a block, you're going to want to grab that block now. So I'll give you a little chance to do that. I wish I had some fun jokes to tell you, but I don't have any right now. All right, so we should have our goodies. We're going to turn the right toes out. We're going to put that block down. And the block is between the right foot and the wall. We're going to let that left hand come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand comes down. We're going to look down at that foot. We're going to slide that block forward, lifting back leg. We're going to see if we can come into our best version of half moon. Now, we want to be flat against this wall. Shoulders are flat, heels flat, right glutes touching the wall. Where's your breath in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soft bend that right leg to slowly come up. Good job. We're going to switch sides. So that left hand's going to come down between the foot and the wall. Right hand comes up. Nice big stretch here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top hand comes down to the hip. Look down at the floor. Bend the knee. We're going to slide in and lift up. Nice work here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend that knee. Let that foot come down. Slowly we come all the way up. Nicely done, everybody. So we're done really standing at this point. We're going to do some things on the wall here. So we're going to make our way down to our butts. Oh, lots of work, right? Now, we're going to do legs up the wall. And the best way to do legs up the wall is to sit sideways first so that you can rotate and put the legs up. So I get in really close, and then I kind of spin and see if I can get the legs to go up. There you go. So we're just going to hang out here, legs up the wall. Feels pretty darn awesome. Nice full breathing here. We're going to do a 10 count just here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to put the bottoms of the feet together and come into cobbler's pose. Nice work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, we're going to let just the left leg come out. 1. You're going to feel it really stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that left leg in, right leg comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to bring that right leg in, and now we're going to let both legs come out. So we're going to let them come up and out. Really wide here. You're going to feel that work on the inside of the leg. Take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to bring those legs back together. Right ankle comes onto the left knee, and we're going to try to pull that in a little bit. So the wall really helps you compress here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's straighten that left leg, put right leg up. Left ankle comes onto that right knee. We're going to bend right knee to pull it in. Nice big stretch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend that leg up. And the other one. We're going to do a little bounce here. So we're going to work and see if maybe we can come into shoulder stand. And maybe you don't have a shoulder stand practice at home, and that's okay. But what you can do is you can bend your knees and you can practice just rolling the hips off the floor. You never have to let your middle back come off. Just this rolling that pelvis and tucking that tailbone under is going to help you with your lower back. So maybe you have a shoulder stand practice and you want to let the wall help get you up. You'll press through the wall and you're going to work on your alignment, whatever that is for you. Then maybe you can come off the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have the practice, you can put those feet over and touch the floor and straighten those arms behind you, coming into your best version of plow pose. Now, you might be too close to the wall to extend those arms. Mine are a little close. Do your best. Don't let your hands come off your back body unless your feet can touch the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And gently rolling back down and release. Oh, nice work here. You're going to pull those knees into the chest, releasing your back body. And you're going to look in towards the center of the room. You're trying to open the throat. The last posture we did in our shoulder stand, the chin was compressed down. And we had that cutting off here. So we want to open the throat, little counter posture here. 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can roll to that right side and we can rest a little bit. Nice work. 3, 4, 5, and slowly coming back up. So we have some more options here, and we're going to see if maybe we can do a half headstand or a half forearm stand, is a lot of times what it's called. So we're going to take dolphin, and then once we get dolphin, we're going to see if we can put our feet up on the wall. And that's how we start building those shoulders so we can have a better headstand. So we're in a table. We're going to put these forearms down. And then we're going to come into dolphin. And it may be that this dolphin is all that your body can do today, and that's okay. And then we want to see if maybe we can step up to the wall. Now notice, I'm not here. I'm not in a plank. I want to try to have a nice bend and let it be a half of a pose. A 90 degree if you were looking at yourself from the side. So let's see if you can do something, whether it's the dolphin or the pose I'm in now. And let's get into that pose. I'll count to 10 so everybody gets a chance to do a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring those feet down and come into child's pose. Rest it out. Nice work. So maybe you need to rotate those shoulders, wiggle that out. How are we doing on time? We're doing pretty good. All right, now we're going to see if maybe you have a headstand practice. Now, ideally, we would take a little longer time to work into the headstand practice. So this headstand practice is for those people at home who already have a headstand practice. And if you don't, you're going to repeat the dolphin, or you're going to repeat trying the 90 that we just did. And again, today's practice is about using the wall. What can you use the wall for? Well, until you get the hang of doing headstand in the middle of the room, if you ever want to, you may never have a desire to do headstand, and that's okay. But this way you'll be able to use the wall to come into that headstand. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to prep. So I have my hands together, head on the floor. I'm going to walk in. I want to get as much of me over as possible and then come up. And you can kick one leg and then the other up, and you can just put your feet on the wall if you need to so that you can practice and play. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to either be in your dolphin or in your headstand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonderful. And we'll come right on down, and you're going to come into a child's pose. Please remember that every time you do an inversion, if you choose to take a little opportunity to breathe, let the head come down, coming into a child's pose to kind of let your head reset. So wall is also very handy for handstand. So we can practice doing half of a handstand first. And a lot of people find that this is actually easier than the last posture that we did because there's a lot of muscular work going on here. When you have straight arms, there's not as much muscular work happening. So we're going to put those hands down. We're going to put the bottoms of the feet flat on the floor. And we're going to come into down dog. Nice work here, lengthening through the body. And then maybe we can see if we can step. Now remember, we're not stepping up here. That's too high. We're only going to step about the height of the hip. And we're going to see if we can lift. And we don't want to be flat. Remember, it's not a push-up on the wall.
It's a half of a handstand on the wall, and this is a lot of work. It's good for your shoulders, it's good for your back, especially your wrists. Gives you a safe way to practice putting weight. This still counts as handstand. Your hands are holding you up. That counts. Nice full breathing. I'm going to go ahead and count to 10 so you guys have a chance to experience whatever you're practicing at home being safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to put those feet down and we're going to come into a nice child's pose, resting the back body. Forehead down. Nice work, everybody. Really, really good job. We're going to slowly come up here. We're going to sit over on our glutes and we're going to extend those legs out and lengthen. So those are just some of the things that we can do against the wall to have the wall to practice. It doesn't have to be a long practice. It doesn't have to be a hard practice. The wall is just our support, so we can either work on balance or alignment or any of those things where we just need to focus someplace else and take our focus from something else. So like for balance, if I want to work on that alignment by leaning against the wall, I can take the element of balance out, just work on making my body straight. So we're going to come forward, kind of rest that out, lengthen through the crown of my head, and lift the pelvic floor. Find your breath here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we come up, we're going to let that right leg come over and lean forward. Nice hamstring stretch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up. Foot comes back to the knee. And turn to the right. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the center. Let's grab that foot and rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, everyone. 5. We're going to let that foot come down into the hip. Pull left knee up. So maybe you're here. Maybe right knee comes down. Maybe you notice this is a little easier because you had that work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release and extend those legs out. Bounce. Left leg comes across and lean forward. Nice big stretch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come up. Foot comes next to the knee. Rotate to the left. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the center. Grab the foot. Rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take that foot, place it on the inside of that thigh, and lift up. Maybe you're here. Maybe you come on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. We're going to extend those legs. Nice little bounce. We're going to kind of pull those knees into the chest. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what's going on here. And you can roll down to the floor. Nice little rock. So we did a lot of work. Our arms come out to the side. We're going to drop those knees to the left. Maybe we can extend that foot out into the hand, feeling the outside of the hip work. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Coming up, we're going to drop those knees over to the right and extend that left foot into right hand. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Bring those knees back in. We're going to put the bottoms of the feet flat on the floor. And we're going to windshield wiper those legs. And then from there, we're going to slowly lay down. Maybe the hands are next to your body. You're just going to check in. See what's going on. We're going to give ourselves a stretch. Lengthening. Pointing those toes. We're going to bend those knees, hands beside the body. Last posture here is we lift the hips up. So we're contracting glute, contracting hamstring. And again, you're not really contracting intentionally. You're pressing down through the feet to lift the belly up and to lift the body up. And then back bend just happens. So there is contraction, but it's because the feet are pushing you up. 3, 4, 5. Slowly rolling down. And rest down to the floor. Now, because today is a wall practice, if you want to take advantage of maybe just sitting against the wall and doing a meditation, you can sit and breathe instead of using the floor for Shavasana, that's fine. We release the feet, the ankles, the shin and calf. We release the knees, the thighs, the glutes and pelvic belly. We soften the lower back and navel, mid-back and solar plexus, shoulder blades and heart. Lifting the collarbones, lengthening the neck, softening the face. And where's your breath here? Is it shallow? Is it full? We feel that inhale traveling up the back body, smoothing out the tissues and aligning all of those neurons, cells, everything. Just see if you can give your entire body down to the smallest atom attention as you breathe. Inhaling up back body, exhaling down front body. You can add depth to this by inhaling, pausing at the crown of the head, exhaling down front body, pausing at the feet. Try that again. Inhale up back body. Smiling and letting that smile reach your eyes. Exhale down front body. Notice your breath. Check in with your body. See how it feels. And then you're going to begin to maybe move those fingers and toes. And those of you at home that want to stay in Shavasana, go ahead and do that. Or you can begin to pull those knees in and maybe rock those legs from side to side. And then maybe you can roll to the side, taking a pause. And then slowly you can push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Checking in. We slowly let the head turn to the right. We slowly let the head turn to the left. Back to the center.
we bring the hands to the heart. We remind ourselves of all the amazing things we have in our life to be thankful for. We send out love and kindness and compassion to those who need it. I'm going to end the practice with an Om, but only if you're comfortable. Inhaling. Bowing forward in respect.
Namaste.
Peace be with you. Go safely. And thank you for practicing with me this morning. As always, I so appreciate your support, joining me every morning at 9 a.m. So from my house to your house, stay safe and that I love you. Share these videos with your family and friends if they need to stay moving. If they don't do Facebook, I have YouTube. I really appreciate interacting with you here. I like that you leave me notes and that you talk to me. It helps make this process of our life go a lot better. Have an awesome Saturday.